All right. So now we have rounds. Now, if you thought that was fun, we're only halfway done, and we have more to go.
Oh, God.
We have defense now. Defense, hopefully, I didn't mess up as bad as I did the offense, but defense has 2 defensive ends, 2 D tackles, 3 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, 2 safeties. Traditional 4-3 defense coming up. You have to pick within that. If you don't, I'm really not here to police it. You probably could cheat, and I would never know. So, Ed, you picked first to start, so maybe we should let Trey go first here and then snake it back around. Is that what we think would be right, ladies and gentlemen?
We could keep the same order. I love having the double pick, but I guess I'll get it on the back end. Let's see. Okay, so am I going first?
Yep, you've got the first pick here.
Okay. I put a premium on pass rushing, but it's a little bit different. And I have my issues with this man, with the way that his name always seemed to pop up when Florida State had coaching openings. I've ranted about him frequently about what I think exactly of his character on the Rollcaster. As you can see, I had some spicy rants, but Deion Sanders is your first pick, man. Just the whole side of the field just shut down. And I guess it's defense only, but yeah, man, if he's my punt returner as well, there's some good stuff there. So I'm going to take, begrudgingly, one of my actual least favorite Florida State players of all time, Deion Sanders.
I mean, I think there were only 1 or 2 people that you could go with for a first pick on defense, and that was probably the right one. Harlan, you have pick number 2 on defense. Please don't take my – or I'm sorry, Dustin. Sorry. Dustin, you have pick number 2. Please don't take my guy that I want now.
If you're referring to my fellow Tennessean, I absolutely am. Give me my favorite Florida State Seminole of all time. You heard me correctly. Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey off the board. No, that's not who I want. I want the greatest safety in probably college football history. Give me Derwin James with my first pick.
Because of what he did in college football?
No, I just want Derwin James, greatest of all time.
He is good. I like.
Can you update the spreadsheet? Jesus.
I'm updating the spreadsheet with the picks. If somebody else could update the spreadsheet to take guys off, that would be fantastic. It's a live document. So anyone could just hit delete on the name that gets picked.
Yeah, a.k.a. you, Barnes. Why don't you super produce an Excel spreadsheet, dude?
Yeah. All you got to do is hit delete on their name, and it's good to go. Here,
who is up, TJ? Come on. Who is up? Rapid fire.
After me, it's Harlan. Go ahead.
I'm going to take a guy that I never saw play, but I hear a bunch of old people talk about how he's the best player at FSU.
LaMarcus Joyner, very good.
Marvin Jones.
Marvin, heck of a pick. Best linebacker in FSU history. Richie.
We'll keep this moving. Let me see. These games are one of the trenches. One guy, I've never been in a fight in my life. One guy I'd never want to fight ever would be Darnell Dockett. I'm going with him because I just think he would really mess somebody up.
Dude, he's got a fun social media presence as well. He'll talk on Instagram about never mind, I can't talk about it on y'all's show. But dude, he's a fun follow. He's a psychopath.
That's the guy you want in the trenches.
One of the best high school highlight tapes. Have you guys ever seen Darnell Dockett's high school highlights?
South Carolina, right? Yeah.
I don't know where, but the people he's hitting are not him. It's great. It's him hitting a bunch of us's.
Yeah.
Ed Kennedy, take us through round 1 and start round 2.
Yep. All right. To start, give me Xavier Rhodes. And then I'll go ahead and go with Mario Edwards Jr.
I like it. Richie, back to you.
Yeah, Peter Bowler. Easy decision.
We go to Harlan.
Antonio Cromartie.
Crow, friend of the Big Three Roll, whatever this show is called, Double Fries No Slaw. Back up myself. I'll take Derek Brooks in that pick. Thanks for letting him stick around. Dustin.
Give me D-Walk, DeMarcus Walker.
Love D-Walk. Richie and I were just talking almost up to our 1-year episode. D-Walk was the first person I texted when we started the podcast and I said, you got to come on our first show, and he did. So love D-Walk. Trey, you.
All right. Safety. I'm going to go Leroy Butler, one of the best football players in Florida State history. And then I whiffed on Greg Jones, but I did not whiff on the leader of the nation of domination, Farouk Assad, a.k.a. Ron Simmons.
I know that hurts, Dustin.
Damn!
It does.
Because
I should have known that, Trey's the only other wrestling fan here. I should have known.
You should have jumped me, dude. It was I couldn't have done. I couldn't have whiffed on Greg and Ron. Once again, I think 80% of the Tomahawk stuff I wrote was Greg Jones, and then I did an article saying that Ron Simmons is better than Dwayne The Rock Johnson as a combo wrestler and football player, and I give it my own rating system.
But
I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed he's on my team.
Back to Dustin.
All right, that's fine. First of all, I'm just scrolling here, and I see a name on the defensive ends that is cracking me up that you listed him. Ultimate teammate off the field, but come on. Let me take
I know who you're talking about.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I know we don't get a laugh out of that.
Luckily, we're not picking character witnesses. We're picking.
That pick would be cash money, though. Dustin, go ahead with your pick.
All right, let me take the highest rated recruit in FSU school history. I believe that's to date, Ernie Sims.
Yeah, he was a fun linebacker.
Ernie Sims. I know that all of my knowledge of FSU is all have to do with NCAA, but he was absolutely nasty on NCAA 2005. Like, it was just unfair to line him up over the outside tackle. It was just nasty. Ernie Sims off the board. Who do I need here? Let's go Samari Roll. In this pick, Samari Roll.
It's a great pick.
Off the board in round 3 for me. Thanks, Dustin. I appreciate that.
Clearly the best of the Roll family as well.
Yikes, man.
Looking at you, Entree.
I'm gonna go ahead and snag Jernigan.
Sorry, say it again.
I'm gonna go ahead and snag Jernigan.
Oh, Loco Ocho, huh? Timmy Jernigan off the board. That takes us to Richie.
Yeah, man, I'm just building from the trenches and moving outside. One of the scariest individuals I've ever seen in my entire life, Broderick Buckley. Yeah, let me get him.
Big boy. It's a big boy.
Ed Kennedy, you have 2 picks to finish out 3 and start 4.
Give me Geno Hayes. And then
Rest in peace to a legend.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then LaMarcus Joyner.
And I like Ed's picks on the outside with LaMarcus Joyner and who else did you pick up? You picked up Rhodes, so I like it. Mm-hmm. I like your secondary so far, Ed.
Not bad, Edward. Not bad. Didn't get
much better than
much
better than the last. He scrapped the article for the defensive side of the ball. Richie, back to you.
Yeah, man. So, in the NFL, obviously, Brian Burns has been phenomenal.
I like it. I like it.
Wait. He's been phenomenal with Carolina. But one of the most dominant defensive end performances I've ever seen in person was my man, the German sensation, Bjorn Warner, against Oklahoma in 2011. I'm taking Bjorn Warner. He was an elite college defensive end, did not work out in the NFL, but he was dominant in college.
Wow, way to just
that's a swerve.
Yeah, it's like
a
like a recruiting commitment thing. You just threw the Brian Burns hat off the table or something.
That was so unnecessary. Right, like, bro,
I'm looking at TJ's list of people. What are you going to do?
I love Nigel Bradham. But I'm going to go ahead and take Nick Moody here. Like, let's go.
Yeah. You know what? Nick Moody, though, because we want to keep this entertaining for the people. We just don't want to have a dry draft, dry like Lincoln Riley's brisket. Nick Moody, if you'll remember, finger tape. One of the only guys that went gloveless and went finger tape.
Yeah.
I'm not picking him, but I loved him. There's others to pick. But the personal Trey Rowland pantheon of dudes that I like for just random reasons, Nick Moody's up there, and it's for finger tape. Continue.
He had a couple nice hits. I mean, Nick Moody was
he hit hard, yeah.
Yeah. Harlan, please top Richie's picks.
Impossible.
I'm going to take this one's hard. I'm going to take Brandon Jenkins. I think I remember him being good.
He was a good pass rusher.
He was good. He was good at football.
I think he was a one-trick pony, but he was good. I think I remember him being good. Yeah,
I love that. I mean, I think we're missing somebody massive here. I'll take Corey Simon on my defensive line. Did Trey, were you coming up on Simon?
I earmarked him. Yeah.
I don't know how he snuck into the fourth round, but I think that might be the steal of the defense so far. Give me Corey Simon, FSU nose guard. Let's go. Trey, you got – all right, sorry, Dustin, and then Trey.
Yeah, man. Let me take looking at linebackers here, I need another hard hitter. I need someone that is one of the few guys that, as a Browns fan, I cheered for actively while he was with the Steelers.
I know where this is going.
Lawrence Timmons, there it is.
It's not Lawrence Timmons.
No, it's Vince Williams. Come on.
Give me Vince Williams.
Yeah.
Should have been Lawrence Timmons.
I like that pick. I like that pick a ton. And I know that's hard to do because it's for the other team, but Vince Williams is a freaking beast. So I like it. Trey, you got two picks here.
All right, both on the defensive line. We're gonna got to fill out the tackle room. Tackle's starting to get a little thin, so we're gonna go Eddie Goldman here of Clemson.
Love it.
Yeah,
Still balling.
Tough, man. It starts to get. It's like you gotta snatch a good one when you can. Then for defensive ends, there's still a lot of really, really good ones left. But I'm gonna go with Andre Wadsworth as my other pick.
I like that, Dustin. It flips back to you.
Yeah, let me get a little naughty by nature here. Let me go Derek Naughty.
Super Bowl champion Derek Naughty, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how he made it here, especially after Richie called him out. I think that I like this pick more than the Werner pick. I like Brian Burns here in the 5th round. I don't know how he's made it here. I think Werner gets a lot of shine because that defense was really good. But Brian Burns was the solo good piece on a bunch of really bad defenses and still absolutely dominated double teams and is balling out in the NFL right now. Give me Brian Burns in the 5th round. I can't believe I wanted him last round, but I couldn't pass up on Simon. But, give me Brian Burns here. Harlan.
I keep wanting to pick people that I've never watched, but no one's picked Terrell Buckley. I'm going to take Buckley.
That's
a good one, yeah.
I like it. Who is after Brian? I'm not looking. Or Harlan, whatever your name is.
Richie.
Had to kill a spider.
Yeah, so I do not have a linebacker yet. And, prayers up. I hope all's going well with him. I know it's up and down, but Telvin Smith, man, that guy was a beast. The leader of that 2013 linebacker core, I'm going Telvin Smith. I need a linebacker, and I cannot think of a better one than him right now.
I saw Telvin out at the camp. Oh, I didn't see him. I wasn't there. But I did see Telvin out at the camp that Jameis and Dak and all them did. So I think he's doing fairly well. I know he had some things going on.
Good to hear.
Off the field, but he was at that camp. So prayers up to Telvin Smith. Let's move on from there before I get in trouble. Ed Kennedy, you have the last pick of the 5th and the first pick of the 6th.
Okay. Give me Lawrence Stample. And then Asante Samuel Jr.
Asante, if I could
like
spell.
the loan. lone bright spot from last year's defense. Okay. Nice.
I like it.
The
Richie.
lone. Emphasis on lone.
So,
Yeah.
so has nobody taken Lawrence Timmons yet
No.
in the 6th round? Yeah,
Sounds like you are.
Well,
Give me Lawrence
Timmons with a side of shade. Sorry, man. I'm too busy drafting Deion Sanders and Ron Simmons. I'll get to linebackers eventually.
Well, I was too busy drafting kickers on the offensive side, but I can't believe any of you jabronis haven't picked Lawrence Timmons right now.
You're gonna drop a hard J on us? You call us jabronis? This is a family podcast, man.
Yeah. We're gonna have to edit that. Harlan, don't forget to edit that jabronis out of. Oh, get it there too. Speaking of Harlan, you're up next.
I'm going to go ahead and finish out my DNs. I'll take Everett Brown.
Everett Brown for Harlan. Give me Trap. Give me Travis Johnson. My defensive tackles are Corey Simon and Travis Johnson, and I like the havoc that those two are causing. So I like that defensive tackle room in TJ's fantasy Florida State team. Dustin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get my favorite player from a dark era in FSU history,
Chris Cat.
Tony Carter.
Tony Carter.
Tony Carter. He's not on the list, but Tony Carter was my favorite player on those FSU teams.
I like it. Tony Carter to Dustin. Trey, give us some something good here, Trey. End of round 6, beginning of round 7. We got like 4 or 5 rounds to go. Hit us with something good.
So I need another safety, and these are starting to get thin as well. So I'm gonna go Devin Bush for my safety, and then for my cornerback, I'm gonna just this backfield's just gonna pillage and rape.
Oh, we can't say that here.
Oh, okay. It's gonna pillage and not do the second thing. Viking terminology. I'm gonna go with Bryant McFadden as my other cornerback.
BMAC, doing his little thing podcasting too. I see.
Bro, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Heck of like a host of all of the like Mike Norvelian type like alumni things when they come on. Just solid, very solid. He would be great. Did Richie leave? He would be a better host of The Bachelor than that like Acho guy that they've just been like shoving down everybody's face all the time. Yep. I think Brian McFadden is charismatic enough, and he's a Florida State Seminole. He could do that. But before that, he played cornerback very well. Was an underrated piece of the Pittsburgh Steelers' success, in my opinion.
Yeah, I like Brian. I like B-Mac, bro. I saw him up there at the signing day event that FSU had for the Boosters. Like you said, he was interviewing Norvell and all those guys, and he's a super great guy too. Like
good dude.
Always good being around him. So shout out B-Mac. Did a great interview with Jameis. Did a great interview with Jimbo. I know that whispering that name around these parts is tough, but he's really, really good. I like B-Mac for sure. That flips back to Dustin after Trey. Pick 2, round 7.
Yeah,
we're in the home stretch, boys.
I got a little bit of a question here. Jalen, you have him listed as cornerback, but he played safety. Can I move him to safety so I can take another corner?
No. Well, he's already gone. So,
but you have him.
I have him.
I think so. That's like the Graham Gano Richie rule. Yeah, I think that's fine.
I don't think
he played safety at FSU also.
But like you have to take a. Well, I mean, yeah, you could have taken. I think the official ruling here is like whoever picks Gano still had to pick a punter. So you got to take another safety.
Yeah. Well, I was going to pick another corner to move.
I'm just trying to stack the odds in my favor right now.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that.
I don't want to be clear with what I'm doing.
I mean, like, I'm going to move Derwin to defensive
it's all
end.
Confusion.
I'm going to move Derwin to defensive end and pick another safety as well because of that Florida offensive lineman he blew up. So, I mean, I think it's all fair.
I think so. Cool. These are fair.
In that case, then, let me get someone that's underrated. He got inducted to the FSU Hall of Fame at the Texas State game in 2015 when I first met you, TJ. Tay Cody.
He's a good pick. I like that pick.
Yeah. Let me just tell you, Dustin, I have no recollection of that.
Yeah, it was pretty
I was just thinking, man, I'd love to meet Dustin at a game this year, and apparently that's already happened. So, cheers to us.
It was the first time I met anyone from Twitter was that 2015 Texas State game, and it was you and Nico and a few other.
Yeah, that's right.
Few other of the Motley
remember
crew.
that, yeah. Bless up, because I'm glad that one of us remembers that day. Bro, that was the rain delay game. Oh, that
the
was
lightning delay.
terrible. Oh my gosh, the game was supposed to kick off at like 9:00 anyway, and then it didn't. It lightning delayed, and oh my gosh, to play a game like that. I don't even know what I need now.
We need to power through this, DJ. Is what we
But
need to do. Let's go.
This has been fun. Come on,
this has been fantastic. I will take.
We've been potting for 4 hours, so I'm done with it.
Oh, you got like a 15-minute break. Chill out. I will take, with my next pick, give me Nigel Bradham, linebacker here.
All right.
To at least get a hard hit in or two. That takes us to Harlan.
Tank Carradine or Carradine.
Oh, love it. Love that pick.
Okay.
Love that. That takes us to Richie.
Yeah, well, I'm just going for fan favorites at this point. Give me Stanford Samuel. So we all remember him destroying Roscoe Parrish and Parrish being airlifted to TMH. Thankfully, he was okay. But yeah, let me go Stanford Samuels here. That was a big one for us.
In a game that everybody forgets was absolutely awful to watch. That hit was the only good thing that happened to Florida State.
They
it was just like
scored a touchdown the very next play.
It was a muddy.
We lost the game.
Those were like the proto Miami teams. That's when all the people on Twitter when they're like, yeah, man, the Rangs. That was the end of it. That's when they were really good. And they smashed us. Great hit, but dude, awful game. Nobody ever remembers that though.
Yeah,
so thank you, Stanford Samuels.
It's funny too that the Miami fans, because they don't remember it either, but they don't respond with that. Hey, we actually won this game. Could you imagine if Auburn fans tried to troll us with the Jameis fumble, right? Or something like that, or Florida fans in the 37-7, Jameis is one of Jameis.
Why isn't it yet? People don't catch on to that. We lost. It's the same thing with the Marvin Jones hit, where he turns that guy into a piece of the turf. We lost these games. Right. You just do not know football enough to point out that fact.
They don't. That'd be like I said, a Florida fan point out one of Jameis's picks in one of their games. Hey, but we won. You can't use a video from that game. I struggle to use highlights that we don't win the game.
Yeah, I don't. It's just fun. So pro tip, Kane guy. 1975 XOXO whatever
with Ibis as your Abby.
Sebastian's ass feathers, whatever your name is on Twitter. You guys won that game.
Ed Kennedy, finish out round 7. Take us to round 8.
Yeah. All right. So I've got Michael Bulwares and I've got Josh Sweaters.
Oh, Sweat was my next pick. Great pick, Ed Kennedy. I stood next to Josh Sweat pregame the Syracuse game in 2015, and that human is just massive. So great pick, Ed. Love Josh Sweat. Still balling out. Is he with the Eagles still? Am I correct there?
Yeah, 53.
Yeah.
No, still with the Eagles, balling out there. Richie, back to you.
Yeah, I need another defensive back. And, Florida State, DBU, right? We have plenty of options. I have to go with a local Knoll, Orlando Knoll, and personal friend Corey Sawyer. I got to go with him. Let's go.
Harlan.
I don't even have a safety yet, so
it's getting thin for you. There's some decent stuff there.
I'll take Najaldine, and I've actually seen him, so
yeah, I don't mind that.
As the orator Trey Rowland once put it, that dude has a penchant for bleeping.
Can't
dudes
say it
up.
on this one, but
bleeping dudes up. It's my favorite quote I've ever heard about Hamson Najaldine.
Man, I'm glad I said it about him. He deserved it. He's a good guy.
Yeah, give me Ronald Darby here. I don't know how he's made it this late in the draft, but round 8, I'll take a Ronald Darby at FSU any day of the week. So, did you guys just miss him or?
Full backfield, full defensive backfield on Team Trey. But that's a good pickup.
I feel good with Darby there. So, Dustin, on to you.
Yeah, give me another guy off the edge. Give me a former Cleveland Brown legend, Cameron Wembley.
I like that pick.
Terrifying individual. Just built in a lab.
Him
A
and
lab
Mosley
that
are
makes
two guys who would
scary
not wanna
things.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, great pick. He was up there for me. Yeah. But I'm next, right? That's me.
Yeah, you got 2.
All right. So one of my, like I said, bias on the early lost decade players, but one of my favorite defensive ends of all time that never really gets talked about anymore is Alonzo Jackson. And I don't know why. Like, he was super productive in college, exciting to watch, great, just a great player. So I'm glad I got him. I also have neglected the linebacker position entirely so far, so I'm going to need to play a little bit of catch up there, and I will do Christian Jones.
Jeez.
I like it. I like Christian Jones there. Dustin.
Yeah. It's not every day that you could take someone that's a doctor. So let me just go ahead and take Myron Roll.
I like that pick. Myron Roll. Another friend of Double Fries No Slaw. Donate to his GoFundMe that he's got going on to help out the Bahamas. I will take one more linebacker. Is Terrence Smith gone?
He's there.
I do not believe so.
Yeah, I'll take Terrence Smith, linebacker, national champion. Terrence Smith.
Are you sure you don't want Dontavius? I see him on the list here.
I am 100% sure.
Put him there. He can't even win a fight with people on Twitter now, man.
Speaking of that, while we're here, did you see who's the guy for the Jets that was going back and forth with Big Noel? Oh, P. Ryan.
Yeah,
P. Ryan.
I love Michael P. Ryan. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. How embarrassing. Imagine being a multimillionaire going back and forth with one of these losers on Twitter. Myself included, right? Like, oh gosh, how embarrassing.
But not even just going back and forth, and he didn't just take a picture of his wallet or something. He was getting roasted. Big Noel destroyed him. It was pathetic. It was pathetic, dude. I love him, by the way. Shut up, Big Noel.
Big Noel.
I forget the numbers in the name, but I love him.
I've for years done these pointless Twitter awards at the end of the year, and 3 years in a row, he's won best FSU tweeter. He is the best follow on the app. Trey, you're a close second.
That's okay. I'll take it.
He's really good. If you're not following, again, just search Big Noel. I don't know what the number is, but he's a good follow if you can find him. If you're not on there, that had nothing to do with anything we were talking about. So after Terrence Smith, it goes to Harlan.
Buster Davis.
Like
thick
it.
boy.
Good pick.
Ultimate thick boys.
936 are the numbers, by the way.
Big Noel 936, right?
Yeah.
Richie, I think it's you.
Do I need 2 safeties? Are you even keeping track?
I'm not keeping track of that. No, that's
I think I need 2 safeties. I'll start with give me the Super Bowl MVP, Dexter Jackson. I'm just loading up Super Bowl MVPs on my roster right now.
Ed Kennedy, you have the last pick of this round, the first pick of the next. Go back to back.
Okay. So I've got Terrence Brooks.
Did I just take it?
I took him.
You took Terrence Smith.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Is Terrence Brooks still there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Terrence Brooks still there.
You picked the wrong Terrence, TJ.
I already was done with D Biggs, so unlike you, I had moved out of the backfield. Terrence Brooks is all yours.
Yep. And then is Reggie Northrup still there?
He's
is still
the
there.
robot.
I'll take him.
The robot.
I'll take
He's
him.
not going anywhere, by the way.
Mhm.
Well, he just went in the 10th round. So there's that. Terrence Smith, Reggie Northrup, and Dexter Jackson on the board. I'm trying to update this thing for Richie so he doesn't cry about it. Richie, your pick.
You guys have been podding for a little bit. There's a little bit of sauciness between you two. I like
A
it.
little chippy in here.
Yeah, a little bit.
We can't keep this all.
So since I believe Trey got Randy Moss, who never played it down at Florida State, but we all agree
I did. You put him on your list.
So I'm going to round out my secondary with a guy named Travis Hunter, and that is my final pick. Done.
There is a round 11.
There is another round.
Yeah,
but-
there's
Nope,
another round.
I'm taking Travis Hunter this round before any of you guys. So I am taking Travis Hunter, the high school player, right now, this round.
Oh, that is ridiculous.
But it might be ridiculous, but he might be the best player of any of our teams.
Deion Sanders is on this list.
Oh, Deion's also not a nice guy, so I don't know.
Okay, Harlan, dude, my man
Pick the high
Richie.
school
My
kid.
man Richie took a kicker in the 4th round, a white 50s wide receiver, and a high schooler. Oh my god. Harlan.
Nick Moody. No one's picked Nick Moody.
No.
All right, Nick Moody.
Finger tape.
Finger tape for the
Jeff Dent's worst nightmare.
Yeah, man.
give me I don't know how this guy has lasted this long. Give me Everett Dawkins. Defensive
I
end.
love that. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Played for the Cowboys for years. He went 1st round, didn't he? Yeah, that's a great pick. Thank you. I myself. Dustin, go ahead.
All right. E-Doc was my next pick.
I don't know how he lasted.
Yeah. Like, give me Broderick Bunkley.
He's
Give me
gone.
Bunkley, dude.
He's got a long time ago.
Like
Though
4
this
rounds
list
ago.
isn't updated. Give me
I'm doing my best.
give me Andre Fluellen.
He's
There
he's
you go.
there, yeah.
All
See,
right.
he tackled, right?
All
It
right.
got a little funky after the beginning.
Great. Your last 2 picks of the night.
So I got to take 2 linebackers. I'm happy with how this is going to round out. We're going to do Sam Cowart and Tommy Polley for my linebacker
Nice.
crew.
Sam Cowart, Tommy Polley, Dustin, your last pick of the night.
All right. So I told you a few rounds ago I want guys to hit hard. Well, this guy knocked Brad Kaya's tooth out. So give me Matthew Smith.
Love
Or
it.
Matthew Thomas.
Yeah, we know what you're talking about.
I was like, who the heck is Matthew Smith?
There's a guy that got into a fight with Brad Kaya in like a
Yeah.
club in South Beach or something.
I got to go cornerback here, and so give me Mario Edwards Sr. to round out my draft. Didn't Mario Edwards have 3? They have 3 interceptions in one game. Back in the day. Give me Mario. It might have been 4.
None of us were alive. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
What are you talking about here?
I think he was. So, give me Mario Edwards Sr.
He did 4, I believe.
4 interceptions. Was it against Michigan?
Oh God! Damn it! I just had the Wikipedia page up. Yes, it was against Michigan because I hate that
right.
school. Yeah, it had to be.
4 interceptions in one game, and this guy made it to the 11th round. I feel good about my last cornerback. That takes us to Harlan. We have 3 picks left, and we will be out of here.
For my last pick, I'm pretty happy with it. He's not on this list. The hardest hitting corner / safety / punt returner in FSU history, Gregory.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, what a steal!
A delight
Steal.
to speak with, by the way.
Yeah,
Just a
Trey has
delightful.
interviewed him on the Rollcast. Yeah.
As somebody who is a barbarian and loves when concussive blows are delivered to other people, Greg Reed is just such a treat to talk to. If you guys should get him on your show, man. He's a good dude.
Let's shoot him a text. We'll see what we can do. We don't quite have the same clout as the Rollcast, but let's see what we can do.
That's a lie, but talk to Greg Reed anyway.
Harlan, that's a great pick. How long have you been holding that back? Because I didn't put him on the list. Totally just slipped my mind.
I banked on no one thinking of him when I didn't see him on there. I was like, I'm gonna pick him last pick.
Dude, I almost did that with Randy Moss, but I thought like you guys would vote me down if I didn't put him on the list. And I was the one that did the list. So, all right, Harlan, good pick. Greg Reed, we're all jealous. Whoever's next, go ahead. Richie.
PG Williams, right? He's available.
Yes.
So great.
Yeah,
pick.
well, interception in the national title game, and had a very nice career with my wife's team, the New Orleans Saints, that we beat in the playoffs to win the Super Bowl this year. It's all good.
Oh, look at that thing. That's a fun thing.
Well, I had Brad Johnson on here earlier. I had to be ready.
Ed Kennedy.
I'll be
Last
honest.
pick of the night. Last pick of the night.
I don't remember if I need a linebacker or safety.
Either or.
Um,
Why not?
Yeah.
I was about to say I'll take somebody. How about
Dexter Jackson. Emmett Rice.
There we go. Everett Rice. Why not?
Oh
right.
God.
Very good.
What is
Give it
going
right.
on? This is like devolved into something.
At least you didn't pick a high schooler, Ed. So,
So do we recap teams now? Is that what we do, or are you guys just disgusted with the way this thing ended and you're ready to bail?
I think my team was better than any of yours. So like that's just all.
Not even close. It's really not. This is me walking away. This is going to be very bad if this goes to a public vote.
Well, I
So-
think it's a public vote because we could talk about our 90 players we all just drafted, or we can just have our friend Brian Hathaway, who has no idea we're going to ask him to do this, but put all of our teams on like one graphic and make people vote on it.
All right, here's what I think we could do real quick. We could we can vote on. So I'll clip this so that it's a little easier. But like we can vote really quick on like who has the best teams. Can everybody go to the spreadsheet real quick? All right, welcome back. We took a quick break. It wasn't really quick, but we just say that here in the biz because we did a quick little music number for you guys in between that. But we have tallied up, not even really tallied. We have tried to figure out who each of us think has the best offense and the best defensive pick so far. So we're going to vote. The rule of the vote, and the contestants here know, my 5 cohorts here know you cannot vote for your own team. But outside of who you think, obviously you would pick yourself. Outside of your team, who would you say drafted the best? Let's start with offense. Everybody gets 1 vote. For every vote, Dustin and Harlan look so similar, by the way. Like if you just look at their 2 squares, like they went mixed match today. For every vote, you get a point. We'll see if anybody has the most points or if everybody just ends up with 2 at the end of the night and we go home mad and drunk. So everybody gets a vote here. I'm going to go first on this just so I can kind of like tally everybody up. For offense, he's the second best follow at FSU Twitter, but that offensive receiving core that he put together and then a really good first-round quarterback coming and throwing them the ball. Walter Jones on the offensive line. He was the only one to get him. I got Trey with the best offense.
Thank you. All right.
Richie, best offense.
TJ, I really don't like you that much, and I think most of our listeners know that. But I have to agree. I think Christian Ponder is one of the most underrated college quarterbacks when healthy. He was phenomenal. I agree with Trey as well. I think Trey did the best job, and we did give him the Randy Moss layup that might have kept his skills.
It definitely did.
I tried to use it my end, but man, I truly do believe Christian Ponder was an elite college quarterback, and that with him with Randy Moss and the other guys you got, man, I'm going Trey on the offense here.
Straight cash, homie. Thank you, Richie.
So Trey takes a
connection.
Trey takes a commanding 2-0 lead. What I will say is quarterback at FSU is not super hard to do when you have 3 Heisman winners, 2 other first rounders in EJ Manuel and Christian Ponder. Some people still went with
Francois.
Oh my gosh! Next up,
one
Ed.
of those is not like the others.
Yeah, one of these. Yeah, pick which one. One of like there's always like one of these has to go. Like if Francois was on that, could you imagine the quote tweets that I might do that tomorrow since we're here.
Your loyalty is just it's admirable. So you know what? Ride or die, bro. I respect it.
Ride or die.
Ride or die for the Frenchman.
Unwavering.
Ed Kennedy.
So
who did you vote for having the best offense?
I'm going to mix things up here a little bit. I thought he made very sound points here. I'm going to go with Richie.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I like Richie.
Richie?
I like
baby.
Richie's.
Mhm.
I like Richie's Jameis and his 2013 offensive line.
Yeah.
I think it basically fell off the map there. Like I liked those 2 picks, and that was it. So
Oh, you don't like Super Bowl MVPs? I get it.
I don't like white wide receivers from the 50s.
Oh man.
Harlan, who did you vote for?
I think it's Trey. I think Trey has the best offense. P-Dub and Moss just stick out. Like when I'm looking at it, like sticks out into my eyes. I'm like, there's no way. Like I don't like it.
Cheat code. Yeah, it's a cheat code.
I don't like it.
Randy Moss and Peter Warwick.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. He's got P-Dub and Randy Moss and then Christian Ponder. So, I mean, I got to go with Trey.
Thanks, Harlan.
I think Trey, unless these last two votes go a certain way, it looks like Trey's going to be our winner.
No.
But I'll flip it flop. Trey, let's go you before we get Dustin's pick. Who did you vote for? Because obviously you couldn't vote for yourself, which you would have, but because you're clearly the best here.
Oh, thanks, man. Harlan, you were close. The Greg Jones factor, Charlie Ward, good running back room, Xavier Lee. While I enjoyed that one Alabama game he had, I was hyped for him. I was real hyped for him. Man, I actually think that I'm going to go – I'll go with TJ, and it was close between him and Richie just because of the strength of the receivers. And Chris Ricks is not as bad as other people make him out to be.
Didn't put me over the top.
Dude,
I thought it would be Preston
he
Parker.
was good. He was good. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Okay, never mind. I changed. I'm going Richie. Richie's my pick. I'm sorry.
I've already written TJ.
All right, fair enough. All right,
Dustin,
very good drafts, both of you guys, though. Very good drafts.
thank you. It actually means a lot coming from you.
And you know what? Everybody did a good draft. You know what? I don't want to.
I mean, you're picking like legends. I mean,
you all did well.
Dustin.
Everybody had our.
Pick the legend.
We all had our quirks. I'll go, like I said. I don't. Whichever one TJ decides to count. I'm going to go Richie by the slightest of margins.
Trey, if you want to come back, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to butter us up here.
It's okay.
You can just crap on our team.
I just know everybody did good. This is a difficult exercise.
Everyone gets a 20. Everyone gets a trophy.
I'm technically still in it. So who's the final pick, Dustin?
Yeah. I'm just going to go with the guy that drafted an Australian punter.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, mate. No rules, just punters. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, like you guys said, you take Randy Moss and P-Dub back to back. It's a wrap.
It was the draft ended very quickly. Sorry about that.
Tough to beat that one. All right, so we'll go to the defensive side of the ball. I'll start it off again just so that I can get it done. I think when you draft a couple of the most dominant players at their positions that we've seen a long time in D-Walk, Ernie Sims, and Jalen Ramsey, I got to give this one to Dustin. Gets my best defense on that side of the ball. We'll go the same way we did last time. Richie, you're next.
Yeah, so I maybe recency bias because I was in college at the same time as a lot of these guys, but I'm giving my vote to Harlan. I think Cornelius Tank Carradine was a beast. Jernigan, Everett Brown, Brandon Jenkins was a sack machine coming in. Marvin Jones, the massive hit against Miami. We talked about that. Not the best. Nick Moody just destroyed Jeff Debs on that kickoff return. Buster Davis was the man on campus when I went there. T-Buck, we all remember the huge play at the Big House in Michigan. Greg Reed, Thompson Nazardine. I think Harlan did a really good job of maybe not getting the total star power, but just a solid top to bottom. So shout out Harlan. I'm going with you, man.
Yeah, thanks.
I loved Harlan's picks, especially signing that Greg Reed Crow there. But Crow there being really nasty. Marvin Jones, best linebacker that ever played. FSU.
Finished fourth in the Heisman voting as a linebacker. Yeah. That should never happen.
Harlan's team was really, really solid. Ed, who did you vote for?
Harlan.
Harlan might take this defense. Harlan, you can't vote for yourself. Who did you take?
So I actually picked Richie because I don't think the Travis Hunter thing is that crazy. He's really good.
Thank you.
I know he's in high school, but I
picked a high schooler.
Even Trey, like his defensive line is solid, and I think Travis Hunter is going to be amazing. So I pick Richie.
I like it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Dustin.
I I went with TJ. The Samari role was a phenomenal pick, underrated pick. Ron Darby is one of my favorite Knowles of all time. I'm a big secondary guy. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but cornerback and safety is my favorite position in football. I love the trash talker, the hard hitters in the secondary, and you got a lot of my guys. So I went with TJ.
Cool. I'll take it. Trey, take us home.
I'm going to go with you, TJ. However, I'm going to say I've already lost this, so it's a done deal. I have 3 of the best Florida State Seminoles of all time on my team, 3 of the best college football players of all time, Ron Simmons, Deion Sanders, and Leroy Butler. And I couldn't scrounge out 1 vote from you guys.
I think your linebacking core is where it hurt.
They're still good enough. It doesn't matter.
They're good enough, but I think the linebacking core.
Florida State's defensive history.
I'm going to give this to TJ with the caveat that when this gets sent out to the world, all those like old dudes that comment Chief Osceola throwing the spear on the poor recruits like messages. This there will be a large discrepancy. So I take my loss like a man. However, I am a tad bit incredulous that I thought I did a wonderful job. Clearly, I am a failure like most things in my life. But TJ, you get my vote. I like your defensive line.
All right, so we need to try and so basically Harlan and I kind of swept it, and then we just didn't vote for each other. So Harlan, I'm glad I didn't vote for you, and you're glad you didn't vote for me, because if one of that would have happened, we'd have won. So Harlan and I tie for defense. Offense was a pretty easy sweep with Trey. Trey still got 4 votes on this thing, right? So Trey gets 4 votes. I guess we would say that overall Trey had the most votes, so he probably has best team. Richie had a vote and a half or 2 votes, however you count Trey's political answer that he gave. I had a couple. Harlan had a couple. Richie had a defense. Dustin had 1. So, hey, I had fun with this. We'll put this out to the masses. We'll see who is our winner offensively, defensively. I don't know if we'll do whole team or not, but
everybody's a winner. It's all about just showing up, guys, and we all did that tonight, and I think that's what we need to take away from this.
Everyone is not a winner. Can I tell you, like, he didn't get any love, but I almost took Ed for offense. Is that crazy? Like,
what was his team again?
Let's see what we got here.
Wait,
Wait.
Let's
see.
Like Smag. I mean, like, to me, because backup kicker and punter is irrelevant.
Oh, he has the best running back in Florida.
Yeah, he had EJ Manuel, Dalvin Cook,
tight end
the 93 O-line, and Kelvin Benjamin. Like, that offense almost sold me. Yeah. It just wasn't as deep. Like, but EJ, O'Leary, Benjamin, and Cook would have been probably wins the national championship in 2012. Like,
well, I would have picked his team if he didn't have Xavier Bedier, because we would have lost Miami
to Miami that year. Yeah, that's true.
And we would have had some random douchebag Miami staffer just pointing at him and laughing as he misses the kick.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So anyway, I liked our picks. I liked our teams. I like mine the most, but it seems like Trey's the real winner here, which is why I invited him tonight. So Trey, thank you for making yourself available.
Of course, gentlemen. It was a pleasure.
Trey got multiple media requests to do some work tonight, and he turned them all down to hang out with you guys.
Yeah, the calendar's chock full, but not for you guys, not for my fry people. Love you guys.
Trey, how many gut boxes did you put away in your time?
0 that I can remember.
Really?
No. I mean, like, they happen. But
I get it. I understand. All right. We appreciate everybody hanging out. Hopefully you like this. If you didn't, go leave a 5-star review and cuss Trey out like that one guy did that one time. You can say whatever you want in the reviews. Just make sure it's 5 stars.
Yep.
Check out the website, www.doublefriesnoslaw.com. We appreciate everybody hanging out. Any closing thoughts, any words of wisdom? Trey, do you have a song to play us out with tonight, or anything you'd like to say before we go?
I don't. I had a great time. That's all I got. If you're going to play music, I would prefer Duran Duran. I'm a big 80s pop guy. So any Duran is phenomenal, and I think it'll get the people going. And we always want to get the people going here on the Fries with the No Slaw. So just hit. If you want to be basic, you can do Hungry Like the Wolf. If you want to go a little bit of a deeper cut, there's a song called Planet Earth by Duran Duran. Super funky.
That is it. Planet Earth. We are 40-something days away from kickoff, and I say 40-something because I don't know when we're dropping this, but we did it on Sunday night. And anyway, thanks for hanging out. Until next time, go Noles.